Which Aquarius is the most emotional? Aquarius is often described as detached, intellectual, and emotionally distant. The observer, the rebel, the one who understands humanity but seems removed from their own feelings. But that assumption gets one thing wrong. Aquarius doesn't lack emotion. Aquarius distances itself from emotion because feeling too much can be overwhelming. And when you divide Aquarius into its three decans, you see three very different emotional strategies: detachment, idealism, and quiet overwhelm. First, decan Aquarius. This is Aquarius in its pure Uranus-ruled form. Their emotions are unpredictable, sudden, and quickly intellectualized. They feel something, and almost immediately step outside of it to observe themselves feeling it. This decan values independence above emotional immersion. Strong feelings feel destabilizing, even threatening, because they interfere with clarity and freedom. So when emotion arises, they detach. They explain it, they minimize it, they convince themselves it's temporary. But detachment doesn't mean absence. Emotion here arrives in flashes: sudden anger, sudden longing, sudden sadness, then disappears just as quickly. They feel intensely in moments, but they don't stay. They are emotionally reactive, but emotionally evasive. Second decan Aquarius. This is where Aquarius becomes emotionally idealistic. Influenced by Mercury, this decan feels emotions through ideas, causes, and people they believe in. They may not always feel personally emotional, but when something violates their values, it hits hard. This Aquarius feels deeply about fairness, truth, humanity, and connection. Emotional pain often comes from disappointment, people not living up to their ideals, relationships not matching the vision they held in their mind. They care more than they admit. And when they're hurt, they retreat into thought, replaying conversations and questioning what went wrong. Their emotional world is busy, layered, and quietly intense. They feel deeply, but through belief, not vulnerability. Third decan Aquarius. This is the most emotionally sensitive Aquarius. Influenced by Venus, their emotions are relational, tender, and often overwhelming. Unlike the other decans, they want emotional connection, but struggle with how deeply it affects them. This decan absorbs emotion slowly and thoroughly. Love feels consuming, rejection feels isolating. And because they don't expect themselves to be this sensitive, they often feel confused by their own reactions. They may appear calm, even distant, but internally, emotions linger far longer than they show. They detach not because they don't care, but because they care too much. They feel deeply and quietly. So, which Aquarius is the most emotional? If emotion means sudden reaction, it's the first decan. Intense, brief, quickly detached. If emotion means emotional investment in ideals and meaning, it's the second decan. Mentally passionate, internally affected. If emotion means emotional sensitivity and relational impact, it's the third decan. Soft, overwhelmed, deeply affected. But if we're asking which Aquarius is truly the most emotional, the one most impacted by what they feel on a personal level, the answer is the third decan. Because Aquarius emotion isn't loud or dramatic, it's hidden behind distance. And third decan Aquarius feels emotion not as an idea or reaction, but as something that touches the heart. They may pull away, but that's only because what they feel runs deeper than they ever expected. Do you agree with me? And which decan are you? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for all the updates.